There you go. Lewis. Ooh. It's Spectre. How does it look? Also, Naka, I can't read. Haven't you realized that? I was worried something like this may happen. The moment you asked me to submit my sketch as evidence, I realized it was a possibility. He actually would Judge asked me to hand over his business card. I have to carry out all investigations for this. It's my guiding principle. But I let myself be distracted when I made this sketch. It was an unleashedly careless mistake.
Oh, you mean to say, the art detective?
What a detective be working at the restaurant. If so, it must be I was working undercover. Undercover? Yes. Been a series of incidents at the restaurant. Who would you investigate about it? The job there as a waiter. Working undercover. It's in the restaurant. What? I'm having this difficulty making Kazuma's voice and the other guy's voice different. I'm effectively giving them the same voice. Incidents at the restaurant. That makes sense. That would be classified as, which I am not at a liberty to divulge. However, I can state categorically that they are unrelated to this case of homicide. Well then, Inspector Saga, but you will elaborate on your one point. Of course, Your Excellency. We have just heard brand new information from witnesses beside you. That at the time of the shooting, there was in fact another person present in the scene. That is indeed true. You would have also been aware of this person's presence, having served at the table in question. However, your testimony did not allude to this phenomenon. Therefore, I am led to assume that your professional capacity as a police officer you require the witnesses to be interviewed. Would that be correct? Correct, Your Excellency. Unbelievable. As expected. As soon as I heard the gunshot, I ran out of the kitchen to see what had happened. The victim sat slumped in his chair, and beside him, gun in hand, stood the accursed student. Sitting opposite the victim at the same table was a young lady, whom I guessed to be an Englishwoman. So the truth comes out. I immediately sealed off the restaurant and reported the incident to Bureau. If it was then that I received some special orders. Ooh. In 30 seconds, we're about to be in the last hour. You mean to say, remove the Englishwoman from the scene at once. It was made clear that the Englishwoman's presence at the restaurant was to be concealed. And so I messaged Javier and asked if he's ever coming back. He's like, oh yeah, I'll come back. It's been like 2 hours. It was made clear that the Englishwoman's presence at the restaurant was to be concealed. Those were my orders. But what if this Englishwoman was the killer? I think it will be everyone's interest not to pursue that idea. The Empire views the friendly terms of the relationship with Britain more highly than anything at the moment. An Englishman has been murdered on our soil. Naming an Englishwoman as the primary subject. Well, without irrefutable evidence, that would be completely out of the question. Well, that's well, that's a reason for the disappearance of the family in this case. But it's not right. We have less than an hour. Yeah, less than an hour until me until I'm 19. One possibility does free the mind. What do you mean, Cosmo? Yuma University is currently hosting a number of exchange students from Great Britain. And I'm fairly certain that one of them studying the medical faculty's research laboratory. The young Englishwoman. You're a shrewd man. I can see why you're chosen again for the overseas study tour. You mean I remove the woman from the scene of the crime? How about approving to check her identity first? The court demands that you name the young lady in question under one suspension. The Englishwoman sitting at the university professor's table was a certain Miss Giselle Brett. Okay, I get the Brett part. What's that first name? Jazale? Like, okay, that's not even just me being bad at names. That's like, what is that name? Like, I could get Jezebel, right? Or, this is like, I don't know, Jazale? I'm just gonna call him Miss Brett. I'm just gonna call him Miss Brett. With a certain Miss Brett. She is indeed a certain foreign student studying in this research laboratory at the University's medical faculty.
What? What's happening here?
I admit that under orders from the police bureau, I erased all evidence of this lady's presence at the scene. And under these witnesses to make no mention of her in their testimonies. Must now be up. It must be now be up to your excellency to decide how to deal with the situation. Very well, my thoughts on the matter are as follows. Thus far, the case presented to the court has been underpinned by a particularly critical premise. Namely, that the victim was dining alone. However, as we have now discovered that this premise is false, it would be a desecration of our justice system to ignore the truth and give a ruling.
Objection! I thought actually, you have me missing the noon deadline of a ruling in order to send the telegraphic report to Great Britain. Our own government will surely be displeased by such actions.
On myself. I would all the government of our country or any other that includes the proceedings of my court. Inspector Onsoga. Yes, sir. You will locate this Miss Brett and escort her to the courtroom. Wait, sorry. You will locate this Miss Brett and escort her to the courtroom with the utmost urgency.
At once, Your Excellency. But that means going against the special orders you were given from the police bureau.
As I said before, it is my guiding principle to carry out all investigations flawlessly. So it won't be a problem. Nothing will get in my way. Oh, he's dying. He's a dying man. We'll join obviously. But you must call the English student Miss Brent to the state. Witness him. I'm not even gonna attempt to pronounce her first name. It would make myself clear. Jay Brett. Okay, hello, Jay Brett.
Yes. Your Excellency.
Good. What did you mean to recess before you can do?
I think should I end at 1 o'clock or like 12:30? Because I'm gonna end shortly after, like sometime within an hour after the birthday. Like it becomes the 20th. I don't feel like going past that. At the very least, I want to finish this trial. Yes. Wind goes... The wind flows in the area. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna take a small break real quick. I'll be like right back. Dang, you're still there, right? Okay, I'm gonna take a small break, be right back. Didn't be more than 5 minutes.
Oh, hello, Chris. I just walked by back in my room for like 30 seconds. I don't even have my headphones on. I was gonna be right back, but I can't find my phone, so that's what I came back for. SK came back by a second. I'll find it quickly. Give me a second. I have a way to find it. This method doesn't work. No. Oh, found it. Alright, now I'm going to actually do my be right back. Hardy Boys is back. I know, I heard. I wasn't really there. I heard my headphone volume was loud, and I could hear it from where it was. Yeah, he was waiting for Javier to come back, and he never did. So he was just like, I'm guessing with you and Daniel here, he's like, well, there's enough people here to talk to me while I'm streaming and whatnot, so he felt he could leave. I'm assuming so. How you doing, Zane, by the way? Is your stomach feeling better? Great to hear, Chris. Are you watching the... Are you watching the stream or are you watching the stream? If that sentence makes sense. I was asking Zane, I know you're watching Javier... Daniel. Sorry, I had a mistake. I was thinking about where the fuck did Javier go? Sorry. I'm almost certain this guy's gonna die. You know? We'll find out. Also, Zane, how much do you know about the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles? Also, Zane, join the stream. Also, I'm live on Twitch. I feel like all statements should be known. All the statements. My heart was in my mouth the entire time. And oh, look at you in there. You were drenched in sweat, your eyes popping, your knees knocking, and you were grinding your teeth. It was a grim sight. Before I knew it, I started finding inconsistencies in the testimonies. I think you might have a natural talent for being a lawyer. Forget it, it's terrifying. If I get through this, I don't ever want to see the inside of a courtroom again. Oh, is my mic picking it up? Join the stream, you'll understand. Alright, here we go. In all Ace Attorney properties and media. Anyway, it looks like we've exposed your Phantom Lady at least at last. Okay. I wasn't saying because of the text. Or are you talking to someone in the background, please? Of course we'll talk with someone in the background. You know, let's get mixed up some voices. Daniel, you wanna voice some people? Okay. Do you know how to pronounce this woman's name, by the way? It's this Brett woman? Giselle? Okay. This Giselle Brett. A student from Great Britain, is she? That's what I was trying to tell everyone from the start. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone. There was a young woman with him, like I've been saying all along. Yes, you have, haven't you? Might not be overly confident in the court, but my powers of observation... Might be overly confident in the courtroom. My powers of observation are one thing I am sure of. Yes, I can see that. But this young gentlewoman. Thanks to our detective, she was hastily escorted away from the scene, it seems. Did you see what happened with her? No, I didn't see any of it. I was just on the way out of the restaurant myself. Then, on the floor next to Dr. Wilson's table, I noticed there was a gun lying on the floor, and just after that, I bent down and picked it up. Can I just point out, again, how stupid it was for him to pick up the gun? Like, Daniel, you agree with me. It was stupid of him to pick up the gun, right? thing. Basically, this whole case exists. Everything going on here is because he was stupid enough to pick up a gun he saw on the floor, and he's like, "Whoa, why is there a gun here on the floor?" And so, like, okay, you're the suspect because you're the one seen holding the gun. You're the one seen holding the gun. And he's like, no, guys, you understand? I didn't shoot him. I just happened to see a gun on the floor and picked it up. Like, I just saw a gun on the floor, picked it up, guys. That's all it was. Simple as that. I'm like, of course no one believes you. Like, he's innocent, but, like, no one's gonna believe that BS of a story. I was like, it was just on. Like, what'd you say? Yeah, I thought it was his gun. I thought it was the Englishman's gun. So I said, you know, I should pick it up and give it to him. You know, I don't want someone stealing his gun. I mean, he may be telling the truth, but like, let's be real here. Who's gonna believe that story? You know, a more believable story is, I saw a gun on the floor, I picked it up because I didn't want someone shooting me first. But then you have to ask the question of, then why did you have the warrant weapon? And up to the kitchen. Fasting with a detective, he apprehended the suspect without a moment's delay. Yes, because I'll shut the pantry. I have no idea what happened outside of the dining area. There you are. Well done, both of you. Oh, I forgot that woman existed. I forgot the voice that gave Professor Mikitoba. I'm just gonna read it. Wow, it seems I was right. You make no sense to you. You're exceeding my hesitation, that's the thing. Zane, you agree with me, right? You think this dude's gonna die, right? Okay, clear. Cosma, the guy with the headband that waves in the room, even though there should be no wind going through. I don't know, he just gives me like, he's gonna. Your infant thinks you wouldn't be able to exploit this problem. Our modern country is so uncomplicated, but justice system even more so. Which is why he's not the main character. He's not the main character. Oh, he just gives me the vibe of. He gives me like, have you played the original Ace Attorney games? Oh. Yeah. I kind of feel like Mikitoba is the killer, but I don't know. It's just one of those crackpot theories. So. Curious, don't you agree with me? You think this guy here with the headband's gonna die? He just gives me that vibe. Alright, you played the original Ace Attorney games though, right? The original 3? Alright, so he's like this is the first chapter in the game, and he's the assistant character. Furthering my theory. That's... It only technically speaking, only in 1. However, in 3, Godot got severely injured. Well, I mean, he did die, but, I mean, he didn't directly, I mean, it's implied he dies. Yes, it implies he dies in the end, and most likely, at the very end of the game, it is implied he died. I mean, Daniel, won't you agree with me? Like, I'm not saying he's a ghost throughout the game. I'm saying after the final trial in that game, it's implied he dies. Like, they do a final shot at the end that kind of implies he does, at least. At this point, I don't think that many people are watching, and also there's a certain point when a game loops around being so old that getting a spoiler actually makes sense. Hey. There was there was a final sketch at the end of Trials and Tribulations that kind of like, I guess in theory it isn't confirmed at all, but with like an image at the end that implied that Godot died after the case. This one. This image. Give it a second, it's sending. It's sending. This image at the end of the case kind of implied that he died. It didn't confirm it, but considering everyone at the bottom is alive, and then 2 of the 3 on the top are dead. And so you can see yourself, Daniel. Huh?
No, he was already. I don't think that's what happened. I mean, I don't think he offed himself. That doesn't seem his MO. I mean, he was already sick in the first place. He didn't have much that time left in the first place, and then remember in the final case, he starts bleeding from beyond his like eyepiece. I know, but just think about it. The whole point was the whole reason he was like that in the first place is because he got poisoned. But what point I'm making is, yeah, I don't know. I don't think he out himself. I really don't think he out himself. I think he was dealing with health issues in the first place, and that to me seemed clear. Uh, I mean, what do you think? What do you think, Daniel? Yeah, I mean, because I feel like the whole no, but I don't think he killed himself. Because I feel like the whole thing about the poison was that he wanted like vengeance and whatnot, like for like everything on Dahlia. So the whole symbolic point of the last chapter was like him finally being at peace. He considered himself a spirit the whole time. Like he was alive, yes, but he didn't like. He considered like Diego Armando dead in a sense, and that's why he took the name Godot. He changed his name because he felt the old identity was dead. A lot of things happened, and he was in a coma for so long, and a lot of things changed. He considered himself dead. He's wearing a visor. His hair color is now white. I mean, he considered his old self dead. He took on the name Godot, which is like Diego Armando. And a lot of his and a lot of it was I don't know. I'm almost certain. Like I don't think he killed himself. I just really think it's more of how Daniel said it, which is he kind of lost his. He didn't really have the will. Like he felt at peace, and he didn't really have that like same I need to live kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like it was. He felt at peace. I don't. I don't. It just he doesn't. I don't. I feel like him killing himself just feels out of character. Would you agree, Daniel? uh, yep, totally. Yeah, yeah, forgot. Yeah, that's a line where he even says, "I can keep this junk of a heap of body going with regular maintenance." But in a way, no, basically, I mean, the thing about it is that he talked in the game. I remember, yeah, he said in the game that he was having health issues. He wasn't perfectly. he had health issues. But anyway, let's go back to the game. It's time. Let's get back to it, partner. 25 minutes, guys. Let's go in there and deal a decisive blow. Before these old spouses know what hits them. Does Isabella have a Twitch? Cosma. Hey, you really? What for? Well, if you hadn't said you believed me, then it should already have been found guilty by now. Look, I have faith in you. As a lawyer and as a friend. Coming from you, that means a lot. If I'm found guilty in this trial, he's really gonna give up on this dream of studying abroad. That's the kind of true friend he is. See, that's a homie. Whatever you guys, he absolutely can't afford to lose. Stupid choice, but still a homie. Alright then. I'll say the thank yous for after the trial. I'm still certain this guy's gonna die. You can treat me to one of those sukiyaki meals that I like from the Yume cafeteria on University Street. What'd you say? I mean, I'm hoping he doesn't. He just gives me that, like, Death Flag vibe. I don't know. Yeah, I know. Based on a conversation about trials and tribulation, it has been a while. Court hereby resumes the trial. Court hereby resumes the trial of Yonosuke-san. Prosecutor Achi, have you managed to subpoena the witness?
Yes, Your Excellency, against the odds. Thanks to a certain young stripling, the prosecution is now under rather painful scrutiny from the government.
Sorry. Let the government scrutinize. That's a job. It's nothing to worry about.
It's highly unlikely that good relations we forged with Great Big will emerge from this trial unscathed. But you'll think it's nothing to worry about when the treaty breaks down, not nation funders. Again, terribly sorry. What'd you say, Clarice? Mr. Payne? Oh, I forgot. That's what they're called in the trilogies. This is 2 games in 1. Well, I mean, Achi's not in pain. He's not in pain. Oh, okay. Payne Brothers. I would assume they're descendants of Achi. If the Venture Relations is really so fragile, the treaty isn't worth the paper it's written on. You really have nothing to worry about, Ryusuke. What do you mean?
Secret trial anxiety. The secret trial looks ideal for some foreign government's opinions. Bungled investigation, missing witnesses. This is what our nation's justice system really is. It's the Supreme Court of Japan or of England.
Shut up. You jumped up, rookie. You and our friends know nothing of the situation our nation finds itself in. By aligning ourselves with this great world power, we'll become strong. Diplomacy has never been more critical. Steady political maneuvering is what will secure our future.
I won't deny that I'm no expert, but I'm just a student, and one who could arguably study harder too. But sitting here in our Supreme Court, there is one thing I feel very strongly. A country that fails to uphold the truth in its justice system is a country with no future at all. Well said, Rinosuke, despite that wide-eyed look of terror.
You little brats.
Thank you, Counsel. This court is the pinnacle of our nation's justice system that exists solely for the pursuance of truth. With that in mind, this trial will now resume with the next witness taking the stand. The visiting student from Great Britain, Miss Josiah Oldbrett. You know, interestingly enough, Daniel, I'm noticing in this case, right? Or in this game so far, that, like, this game seems to have a much more positive opinion of the Japanese court system at this point in time. Well, the previous games were a parody of the Japanese court, like in Lost System, to show, you know, how terrible it is. This game seemed... I'm just saying, in this one, it seems to be a much more positive view right now. I'm not saying the rest of the game's like that, but at least in this game so far. I mean, the judge is like, we are only focusing on the truth, and I will say, government be darned. No, I knew nothing about it. I didn't even know there was a special mechanic. I mean, I'm so used to the classic trilogy where there were no special mechanics. Oh no, I have no sounds around. Oh, what a delightful, delicious.
Well, what I'd like to do is to welcome such a fine gentlewoman to Japan, and from such a distant hand.
Tea. Someone bring English tea. England, no discussions take place without tea. Is that true? I mean, like, is that true? Idea.
So, it may possibly trouble you to state your name and occupation for the court.
Of course. My name is Satoru Hasanaka. I've been working undercover as the head waiter what?
Yes, we know all about you already.
As I wear your manners in England, it's always ladies first. Is that true? Idea. More importantly, a little care earlier today, you said something to me. You said your powers of observation are the one thing you're sure of. Oh, yes, I think I did, didn't I? Yet your description of this amazing sight was simply a woman. Sorry, Yosuke. The powers of observation aside, your power description are sorely lacking. Guilty.
Oh dear, young lady, once again, we have any trouble you for your name occupation, please.
Is that supposed to be representative of the fact that she's speaking in a foreign language? Is that supposed to be like she's speaking it? Or she's speaking British, obviously. Yeah. So okay, yeah. So she's speaking in English. So I wonder, what did it say? I wonder what it's like. Was it actually like written like this in Japan, or was it written in English in Japan?
Hmm. I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry, lady, but what?
Lady says her name is Giselle Brett. He comes from London, England. He's a visiting research student currently enrolling in the University's medical faculty.
Oh my, what a rat treat to hear. The dulcet tones of the delightful language of the British people. I'm afraid I don't understand a word you said, but it was as beautiful as a hummingbird's song.
Well, I can tell you. Is accepted as translating her words faithfully enough? Yes, I agree. You'll obviously do fine in England, President. English doesn't rattle you all, does it? Or you clearly been paying attention in your English classes, Ryunosuke. Yes! Ryunosuke totally understood what she said. Definitely. Definitely. The court thanks the beautiful lady for taking a stand. Now, if we may trouble you with convert something as Brett. 3 days ago, at the restaurant called La Carnival, a grim murder took place. Police would love to believe that you were dining there with the victim, Dr. Wilson. Is that correct? Yes. She'd like to apologize for disappearing from the scene. She says that she was due to make presentation to the first as she had to leave the ministry. Interesting, and you're the one who engineered her escape. That was fun. Just let us down.
Well, now the lady, would you kind of cast your eyes for the photographic prints?
She likes steak easily, said. Respect. Valkyrie's had to go. See, I mean, honestly, she's trying to get them protein, you know? She's trying to get that protein and get them gains, you know? Right, Daniel? Being as you were so unfortunately present. It'd be that your resplendent eyes causing sad sight of the wicked perpetrator. Apparently was very frightened. And saw a awful sight. You mean? Your lady did witness the crime. The very moment when the accused, standing right there in his apartment, shot the victim in cold blood. Come on. It's obvious she's lying about that. Did you hear that, Your Excellency? Here we have an absolutely conclusive witness statement. Well, looks like it's clear now. Clear who our real enemy is. Unfortunately, I have to ask you to formally testify, please. Kindly tell the court the exact nature of this frightening and sorrowful event you described. Oh. The fact that she can't say anything in Japanese is a little suspicious. I mean, I'm not saying a transfer student studying abroad should be able to speak the language perfectly, but she should be at least able to say something. Well, how is that?
Yes!
Hold on. The line of
Objection!
There's black god, and look at that snow-white angel. I'm sure even a dark-minded scoundrel like you can imagine whose words the court is going to believe.
You're still making the same mistakes, Ryunosuke. You mustn't blurt out when you're goaded like that. That's a lesson you need to learn. Of course, I was at the scene as well. I took statement from this lady and the two witnesses who testified before. Back to the bureau. It was decided that Miss Brett was not involved, so I let her go. But the students were completely worthless, however. Unlike so, on the day in question, the lady was wearing the same outfit as she is today. As you can see, there is nowhere her purse. I would think she could get almost anywhere in the outfit she wanted to. There's tons of space you could hide a gun in that outfit. Doug, just because there aren't no pockets in there, you can't hide it up. It was in the trust. You're right about that, which means this lady was like... Where's my noise canceling turn on at random?
Ooh, we're at 9 minutes. We're not ending stream until this case is done. But I am gonna take a small bathroom. Yeah. What? How long is this case? I mean, it's pretty good for a first case, though. I mean, usually the first cases are really short and stupid. With the exception of Ace Attorney. It's with the exception of Apollo Justice, meant to say.
Yes!
I mean, it's pretty decent, but it's not like... After 50 back, it's really fun.
Objection!
I mean, it's a classic, but it's not like that. It's more like a classic kind of thing. It's not like a best case by any means. Like, honestly, it's funny how everyone considers the best case in Apollo Justice to be the first case. Yeah, give it the best session. Did she say no? Oh. Unless I said English no, it has quite a sig to it. Hold on, is it possible to read what she's saying? Like... Nah, you can't. It's like every once in a while they have a word that's clear. So it was apparently a daily occurrence that they would lunch together. While on the day in question, the victim had another question. Like first. I had to use the bathroom, but I'm like, if I go use the bathroom now, I won't be back for my birthday countdown, and that's kind of weird to like not be here when I turn 19. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be weird, right? If I'm like chilling here streaming, right? And I go use the bathroom, and I come back, and I'm like, you know what I mean? It's... I'll leave it at this. It's not me pissing. Oh, there you go. I got Isabella's message. Alright, well, I'm going to now take the, use the bathroom. Okay? I was waiting for this moment. I'll be back. I'm actually also gonna deafen myself while I'm at it. I'll be back shortly. Probably do that. Wait, what in the world? How did I unmute myself? I deafened myself. Oh crap, I'm also still muted here. Alrighty. I've returned. Why aren't I hearing anything from my headphones? Okay, that's strange. Let's figure out what's going on. Okay.
Yes! Yes! Attention! Yes! 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 Objection! Objection! Yes! Objection! Yes! Yes! Objection! Hold it! Yes! Objection! Yes! Objection! Yes! Objection! Objection! Yes! Objection! 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 Yes! 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 Objection! Yes! 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 Excuse me! Objection! Yes! Objection! Objection!